week ago I asked you to ask questions about my model airport. And now it's time to answer them. The first question is, how did I get my model airport? I have built the airport over a time span of 4 years. I started with this simple plank and added this side part later. And now I've also got a few smaller airports. What scale is your airport? My airport is scale 1 to 400. I actually started with a collection of 1 to 500 scale aircraft as they were the cheapest. But after seeing a 1 to 400 scale aircraft in real life, I changed my mind and switched to 1 to 400 scale. It has much more detail and the bigger size also appealed me. Where do you buy the models in your videos? I buy my models from 3 different places. Firstly, eBay, or actually the Dutch eBay, which is called Marktplaats, and it's a great place to score some second-hand bargains. Secondly, any online web store like the Aviation Megastore. This is an official store and reseller of Gemini jets, NG models, Phoenix, JC Wings, and other manufacturers, and therefore it is more expensive, but you get all the aircraft brand new. And thirdly, I get them from the Aviation Fair. This is a real-life event which is held on occasions where sellers and buyers from over the whole world come together to trade model aircraft. And also to show off cool new features and models or sell other airplane collectibles. Why don't you let the aircraft touch the runway in your YouTube shorts? As you know, I make YouTube shorts in which I let aircraft take off and land from my airport. And in these videos, the aircraft landing gear doesn't touch the ground. This is because the landing gear of a model plane is very fragile and it will break if I let the model touch the ground while moving. I therefore let the airplane float in the sky as I create the landing and takeoff shots. Also, it is very hard to replace or glue a broken landing gear. How did you make the airport lighting? This I did myself. The lights in the ground of my airport are Christmas lights. I have drilled dozens of holes in the plank of my airport in which I put the Christmas lights. Using a paint marker, I gave the Christmas lights different colors. The light poles on the top of my airport I bought on AliExpress and then installed myself. Adding lights to my model airport really brought an extra sense of realism to my airport in the dark. So if you're considering doing it, for sure do. Why do you collect 1 to 400 and not 1 to 200 scale aircraft? I have made a video in which I compare all the scales. And in the end my conclusion is that 1 to 400 is the best choice considering price, detail and size. Comparing it to 1 to 200 and 1 to 500. 1 to 200 aircraft are massive. So you'll need a huge model airport to fit them all. And the 1 to 500 scale I think is a bit too less detailed for me. How long did it take you to make your model airport? I started building my airport in 2019 and since I've been building, adding more details and adding more sections. For now it has taken over 5 years to build my model airport to where it has come today. But I still have so many things that I want to add and perfectionize before it's fully done. What's the top 3 models you want to buy right now, if the price does not matter? Some of the models on my wishlist are the Airbus Beluga XL, US domestic models like a Southwest or United 737 or a Delta Connection CRJ aircraft, and a Lufthansa A320 because I do not have any Lufthansa models. Who or what was your inspiration to start collecting? When I was scrolling on Instagram one day I came across a model airport post and when I saw that I immediately knew that I wanted that as well. And so my model aircraft collecting journey started. What is your oldest aircraft? My first aircraft was a 1 to 500 scale model. Some of my first models were a KLM 787 Dreamliner, a Lufthansa A321 and a Norwegian 787. When I then switched to 1 to 400 scale collecting, I began with a SAS, Scandinavian A320neo and an Aer Lingus Airbus A320. Who's your favorite aviation YouTuber? Some awesome YouTube channels about model aviation that I definitely can recommend are Mile High Aviation, Bongo Planes and Aviation 18. What's your favorite model? Every model I buy I like, but my favorite model is probably the KLM Orange Pride Boeing 777. Firstly because I am Dutch and KLM is our proud national airline. And secondly because the colors just look awesome. Are you going to expand your model airport? For now, No, I'm not. Firstly, I don't have any more space to expand, and I would also first like to perfectionize what I have now. There are so many things that I can still improve on my airport and make more realistic. So I first want to do that, and after that I can considering expanding a bit. Which aircraft do you regret buying and why? I don't regret buying any aircraft. The only aircraft I kind of regret is this Etihad A380. Because it doesn't balance on its nose wheel. I will need to fix this, and if anyone has a great idea on how to fix this, I would love to know. Contact me on Instagram or let me know in the comment section down below. Are your airport styles based on real airports, or do you take inspiration from multiple? I always use Google Earth to get inspiration from real world airports, and I mostly get my inspiration from Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam. I just go to the airport in Google Earth and have a look around and see all the features that they have there. Will there be a third season of airport reviews? Yes, there will. You can sign up your airport using the link in the description. What are the measurements of your airport and how many gates are there? My airport has 4 sections. The big terminal with 7 gates, the narrow body terminal with 4 stands and 5 remote stands. There are 8 cargo stands and there is space for about 6 military aircraft. In total that means that my airport has 30 gates. The dimensions of my airport are 285 centimeters in length and 100 centimeters in width. Can we get an overall top view of it? Yes, here you go. This is an overall top view of my model airport. And if you're wondering, this is how my airport used to look like a few years ago from the top view. Now that is it for all the questions you've asked me. Thank you very much for sending in all of your questions. If you have any more, leave them down below in the comments and I'll make sure to answer them as soon as possible. I would like to thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. Please consider to like and subscribe, and then I will see you in the next video.